Hey there, Chad here. Thanks for joining me. This is Ostranauts. Let's play. And right now I am just returning stuff to my assigned bags for where I keep things. Got to get his pants on and then his shoes, and then we're good to go. And we're going to head back to K-Leg and sell. We're going to have to do some repair on the way. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to unlock this PDA because I always forget. And then I'm standing there and I leave the fixer and I'm like, oh, that's right, I could have sold some data or something. So there we have it. Yeah, lots of shiny stuff on this ship right now. And let's get started. That is a big ship. I want to remember its name. Sly Popper. Okay. I think I'll remember that at this point. Dock info, request clearance, undock. There we go. And we're loose. And the K-Leg port is lined up nicely for us. That hasn't happened in a couple of episodes, has it? I feel like I'm always having to fly around the ball. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just would rather have a straight shot in if possible, so I don't have to run into the planetoid body. There we go. Okay, 11 minutes. I'm going to slow down just a little bit. I've got plenty of time that has to be spent fixing stuff. So it's 35:45. We'll work on stuff for about 11 minutes and then jump back into the driver's seat. Yeah, I think I'm going to sell everything that's loose right now. I kept those doors in that thinking I was going to use them. I really think I need to build out a little further first and then start worrying about things like the doors. The turbo pumps would be great to have, but I think for now that's not a high priority, and I can come about them pretty easily. We see them in lots and lots of places. My one fear is as soon as I need a reactor, when I start looking for a reactor, I'm not going to be able to find one anywhere. But I'm not sure I'm going to allow my concern for that to keep me from selling the pieces I have. Finding a ship with a complete reactor on it that you can just pick up and transfer over is fantastic. And that should be us coming up on K-Leg. Yeah, nice. So we'll clear that. Let's get a good bearing. A little too much. That's probably a ship coming out. Okay, I really do want to slow down, and I want to adjust this to fairly close. Too much. There it is. All right. There it is. I don't know, in my head I was thinking I was there. Okay, so adjusting bearing. I think that's going to do it. Looking good. And docked. Awesome. Well, plenty of work to do still on the ship with regards to the cargo. Getting it in better shape. So we're going to flip things off here and get to work.
was something wrong when I walked in and you were sitting on the floor. I never knew what you needed, love, but you needed love, you needed more. I've been saying this after the fact, and I know that I'm a bit too late, but I'll try, you know I'll fight for all those things you wanna say. You had no idea we'd be singing songs about right and wrongs and having bad ideas. And tonight I'm coming clean and singing you a song about right and wrongs and other things we've seen. You told me that it was worth and that it would work if I just tried. But why are you trying to blame all of our problems on me and my pride? I've been letting it slip and letting you get by for far too long. But soon enough, you'll be fed up and realize you had it wrong. You had no idea we'd be singing songs about right and wrongs and having bad ideas. And tonight I'm coming clean and singing you a song about right and wrongs and other things we've seen.
Okay, it looks like he's finished up. So let's go see what we can do. One thing I want to do is sell that ticket now because I'm afraid I'll forget. The one that he picked up, I want to see if it's worth anything. It is not. It's a little unusual because it's still usable right now, but okay, we'll respect that. I think it's still usable right now. I do want to check on that. I've been curious about that. It used to be you could only, yeah, it should still be good. 829, valid to 829. Not sure why I can't sell it. Let me see if I can sell mine, which probably, I should look at it first, probably doesn't have as much time on it. It does, okay. It wouldn't be smart to sell mine, although I'd save 4 hours, I'd get, you know, I might get a couple of thousand back. That's probably not a bad trade, come to think of it. Cargo pants. I can get 36. Yeah, we're gonna take it up on that. So I hope I'm just not misreading something and not thinking it through, but we'll sell the one we have. We'll hold on to the one that we picked up. And oh, here's something to note. A few of you have commented on this. I've been looking for one of these chargers for my EVA batteries, and there's this one that just sits here that you can use. I didn't know you could use it, but I had forgotten about it. I'd forgotten it was there, and yeah, I can use that for now to charge up my EVA batteries that I have come upon. So let's go ahead and do that. Although, oh, inventory. Gotta hit the right button. There's one. Do I only have the one on me right now? I do. I only have one. But it's charging for me. So, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and grab the other ones. Because why not? Might as well use it while it's there. That one's fully charged, no reason to mess with it. This one is fully discharged. Doesn't have one on it. That's the suit I was just wearing. 22. The suit I was just wearing, now that I think about it, that isn't the worst one to look at anyway, because it should be getting kind of low at this point. So let's go ahead and grab that one too. Now my one fear is I'm going to completely forget and fly away and not have any batteries on me. But yeah, down to 8%. We're going to want to charge that. That's a risk I guess I'll take, and hopefully I remember. I'm going to assume that in about 20 minutes, there's going to be a bunch of you screaming at your screens saying, hey, you forgot the batteries. Yeah, and that probably is going to happen, and I'm going to feel really foolish when it does, but we'll see. Okay, those are lined up and ready to go and charging. I'm trying to think of a mnemonic I could do to remember to grab those batteries. And we're here to see the fixer. See if there's anything we have that he wants. I did adjust my floor plan, what do you call it, the areas on the ship for being able to barter and sell stuff. I did adjust those while he was repairing things. Okay, just looking through what he's got here. Wow, a katana. And first thing is we have this PDA he's not interested in. I think that's actually mine up there. He's not interested in this one either, but there might be some data on it. 1500, we'll take it. Okay, so he's not interested in the N2 cargoes or the Kangs. He seems to have some interest in the thruster for 4700. That's not bad at all. Yeah, well, I'm going to go ahead and sell what he wants. I really don't like this big box that shows up there. I feel like there's supposed to be a way to turn it off, and I can never find it. Yeah, it just gets kind of distracting. It always seems to be where I don't want it. So it is what it is. Let's move on. Those are all lined up and good to go. Engineering. Really? He doesn't want any of that stuff. I'm a little surprised by that. Some of that stuff usually sells pretty well. Okay, well, I'm not going to argue with him. I'll take his 34,000 there. Ah, 5 seconds. We'll give him 5 seconds and see if there's a chance he wants any of the other stuff. Second chance. What do you say, fixer? And now he wants the Kangs. I'll sell him. CO2 pressure alarm. I was kind of planning on keeping that for myself, but I don't have an immediate need for it, so we'll go ahead and let it go. CO2 scrubber. Yeah, that's a good price for that. It's almost 2,000 per square that it takes up. And he's taken the capacitor now too. And same deal, it's really close to 2,000 per square. That is a good sell. None of the turbo pumps though. That's interesting. Okay. I did not look to see if he was updating in another 5 seconds again, but we're just going to go with it. Back to the port. I saw on Reddit, I think, where some folks were having an error where it was saying the vendor didn't have any money for them, didn't have enough money to buy their wares, and they were trying to sell stuff. I've never experienced that, I have to say. Uh, Guessing I'm lucky. I heard that it's kind of a recent bug, is what a few people were reporting, and that's too bad. I hope it's something that gets resolved quickly. That never like having bugs in a game you're playing, right? I'm always afraid the proverbial shoe is gonna fall. 7 turbo pumps, awesome. Yeah, let's sell all of those. You know what? I had kind of said if it's not nailed down, I'm going to sell it, at least to myself. So I had said that, so we're gonna do that. That stuff I can use though. I'm not gonna do that here. Although, no, that'll be fine. Yeah, I don't want to mess with that. Oh, and we have that PDA that might even have some data on it that they'll take. Yeah, they're not interested in the data, but that's okay. So 20,000 more. We'll take that, 132,000. Not bad. Okay. Yeah, so this thing where they don't have money, I honestly can't explain it. Oh, you put the helmet on. Awesome. Figured I'd pick it up since it's just sitting there. But apparently you can get into a situation where it says they don't have enough money to buy whatever you're selling. And I hope they get that fixed, but I have not experienced it myself. So, take that with a grain of salt. Again, it would kind of suck if you get that. I wouldn't be thrilled myself. Not seeing a backpack or a bag. Kind of going through slowly. I feel like I was flipping through really fast and not really watching what was happening here. So, big sweatshirt, that's interesting. Harness pants. So I think harness pants are one step below cargo pants with regards to the number of pockets in that, if I recall. Now we can sell stuff here too. Awesome. Do you have any? And they don't want my scrap. Or the helmet I just picked up. Yeah, it's fine. Still would love to find an EVA charging station. Batteries. See, I did almost forget. Let's go pick up those batteries. I don't know that they're completely charged yet, but they're certainly going to be better than they were. Or they're going to be stolen, but I don't think things get stolen. At least not yet. That might be an interesting... Okay, that's curious. It doesn't look like they charged much while... Well, maybe they did. I was going to say they didn't charge much while I wasn't present. But I guess they're doing okay. One of them was at 0, so clearly it's been doing something, and that's good. I thought this one would be done by now, though. That's all right. We'll come back to that in a minute. Ship should be pretty much empty now. Yeah. So I will give it a really serious thought on how I want to proceed here. Actually, I will, while we're here, we're going to uninstall the wall that is here. Yeah, we're going to do that. And the reason we're going to do that is to make some decisions on how to continue to build out. I have all this space potentially for engineering. Do need more cargo space. Always need more cargo space. Never a time you don't need more cargo space, it seems. So he's not interested in doing that. Oh, it says he can't open an airlock. Let's see if I can walk over here first and give it a go. Now, here's hoping that I have floor under all of these. I should. The standard ships come with floor under walls. If you don't have floor under wall, you're fine until you remove the wall, and then you have a hole in the floor. And your oxygen goes shooting out, and you could have explosive decompression, although I don't think they simulate that in this game. If they did, every time you open the airlock and both doors are open, you'd have a problem. Now, of course, he did just get a low air pressure alert. I'm not really sure why. Pick up the speed on that a little bit. Okay. And now that that's done, I am going to go back and get those batteries because I really will forget them. It's not really a joke. Let's see if they're a little further along. They are much further along. So, oh, look at that. So maybe they charge faster when they're more empty. And that's really flying. Yeah, that's going up by 5 at a time. But this one's going up by 1 at a time. So that's maybe a little piece of what's happening there that I didn't factor in. Yeah, these guys are all going up a lot faster. 82. He's going up by maybe 3s, 4s. Yeah, it looks like 4s. This one's just going up by 1s. Okay. So we will get them all to at least medium range pretty quickly. All right, I'll give it another minute. Let's go back down here. I did think that the time was about to expire on this desk. I didn't think about that. I was still looking for backpacks in that. 22:56. Maybe it did. I don't honestly know. Quick peek through here. Nope. And that's okay. We'll find them or we won't. Things will go on. All right, we will end that. I don't think the scrap desk ever has backpacks. It really wouldn't make much sense, would it? A sink. Now that is something I'm going to have to get soon. I'm going to have to do a sink, a bed, and a toilet. But we'll wait another little bit of time before we do that. And I believe the other thing I wanted to think on was expanding this over that way. If we center on the airlock, I think we did the math. I have it written down somewhere. I think it's like 7 more spaces. I need to move over here to square this up, make it symmetrical. I will start to work on that, and we'll see what happens. We'll make this more of a, probably the, well, a couple of different ideas going through my mind. I'd always kind of thought about putting the command area, the bridge, forward and keeping cargo back further because, you know, you're loading and unloading cargo, right? That's kind of the point of the game. If you put your cargo area up front, and you got a lot of walking every time you load or unload something. Now, with that said, we don't actually do a whole lot of that. When we sell and buy, we're clicking buttons and it goes away. When we're hauling in, we're just bringing it in. You do have the back and forth of walking, of course, but I don't know if that's enough of a hassle to change the plan, but I'm still thinking cargo here, living quarters here, bridge, engineering will continue to work out and will kind of be a little more, get wider and then narrower, so almost diamond shape. Kind of what I'm thinking. I don't know. I tried playing with the shipbuilder and I just had no talent for it at all. It was very difficult to use in my opinion. I know they've done a good job with putting it together. I mean no criticism on what it does. It's just, it's not this. It's harder to use in my mind. And so I won't use it, or at least I'm not going to continue to try to use it to design a ship. I'd rather just do it here in the game and live with my failures. So that's the plan. All right, well, I'm going to wrap this up. We'll put these batteries in this bag and probably try to put one in a suit. But that's going to do it for this episode. Oh, we're full up. So I don't even have space to do that. I need to run over to this one. Oh, I can't do that. I'm going to have to open the inventory on it, which is fine. That's doable. There it goes. 76% charge. Well, it's better than the 8% that it was when I first grabbed it. So, oh, and there's another one. 95% charge. Yeah, let's just, we'll find a place for those as we move forward. I'm a little surprised that's completely full. Oh, the scrubber. I haven't looked at that in a while. The carbon scrubber is beautiful on that thing. That's not a problem. Oxygen is in decent shape. Did that just move? I thought the number dropped. No? Okay. Well, that's good. Don't want to see those numbers dropping. That means it's damaged, but it's in really good condition, so shouldn't see that happening. All right. That's going to do it. Thanks for your time, and until next time, fair travels.